Hi everyone, welcome to a new video on my channel. My name is Maike and I come to you from Germany, living in the capital of Germany in Berlin, or as we say, Berlin. In the previous video I forgot to say something about me, but watching other knitting podcasts I considered how I enjoyed it when podcasts are told about who they are and where they live, and other things from their life. So here is a little chat about me. First of all, there are two reasons why I'm making videos again. On one hand, most of the time I have no one to talk to, and I thought it would be nice to share all my makings, my knitting stuff, and as also my paintings again on YouTube and talk about it. I thought about this already last year, but I remembered that making video content is a lot of work, and so I didn't do it. On the other hand, there is a special event coming up to me only in a few weeks now, and this is driving me a bit crazy. It is my birthday, and as I am born in 1954, I'm changing the decade again this year. And the upcoming number sounds so big. It's good to have a lot of distractions so as not to think about all the time of it. At this point, I had to mention that it was not really my idea in the beginning to create videos again, but I was triggered by a lovely human in a live stream chat who brought me back to this. So a big thank to you, Merlin, in case if you see this, but I think he doesn't watch my videos. Don't get me wrong, I'm not afraid of the number. Usually I like numbers, and especially 7 is one of my favorites. But mostly I'm more or less beyond of time. I don't think about time, stopped counting the years since ages, don't celebrate anything, no birthday, no Christmas or something like that, because I think it's not necessary. But becoming aware of this number, it throws me into a, for me, weird reality. Okay, a bit more about me. 70 years in a nutshell. I live in Berlin since 11 years, but most of my time I lived in a town in Lower Saxony in Germany. And right from the start, I was close to nature and close to art. I loved doing little paintings at school. For example, painting flowers and plants in the biology lessons or something else. And of course, art lessons were my very favorites. So as it came to choose a profession, I would like to do a creative one. But absolutely nothing in this direction was supported by my parents. Then I came by chance to a pharmacy school and studied for an assistant in pharmacy. And finally, it was good to have a well-accepted profession because I raised my son as a single mom, and I got a good job in a big hospital pharmacy with very good conditions for me. I worked there nearly 20 years, but in the end of the last century, I had to quit because of health reasons. 10 years before quitting, I got a diagnosis of a chronic disease, and it slided over in an early retirement. This was a point of a complete change because, on the other hand, it was the beginning of my artist life. In my working time, I made my art desires as a hobby, took some lessons and workshops in an evening school to increase my skills, but I hadn't so many time for it. And at this changing point, there came also by chance this name Tioe to me from the world of fairies and goblins, and I spontaneously decided to choose it as my artist name. But it was important just for me. I never considered to have an artist name, but I needed a sign that there is a possibility for me to be an artist. And it was also the beginning of my abstract paintings, becoming aware that this is my language as an artist. So it went on, but about 12 years ago, I had to deal with a really bad experience, the combination of my chronic disease and a broken hip. This brought me lastly into a wheelchair. Luckily, I was always interested in techniques, and I started, for example, with using the internet about 25 years ago. So I've learned to use it in many ways, and now I organize 90% or maybe 95% of my life through the internet so that I can live completely independent on my own, despite the disability. The only thing that really makes me nervous is a broken internet connection for a longer while. There's only one restriction for my knitting stuff. I cannot stand up to show the knitted garments on me fully, but I think I can show enough sitting here or on photos. Okay, back to knitting. It is a knitting podcast. And in July, we had a Stephen West surprise sock along. It's kind of a mystery knit along, like the other mystery knit along. You have 4 weeks in July, a clue, and in the beginning you don't know how it will look in the end when it was finished. And these are the socks. They came out. Very interesting pattern with special makings here on this part. This is the other side, and it has a very interesting heel. I never made this before. I don't know how quite often I say I never made this before when it's a Stephen West pattern. It's funny. It is a 2-colored brioche heel. It looks nice, but yes, it's okay. And on the leg part, it was, a very, very interesting pattern, if you can see this, with holes, and I don't know how he called this one here. It's another nice experience to knit a Stephen West pattern and to have a very interesting sock. I don't make so much socks. I don't knit so much socks. I'm mostly knitting socks when I need them, and mostly I'm knitting vanilla socks, very simple socks without any patterns, and maybe with nice colors. I like colors, as you may see. And that was the surprise sock along this year. And the next finished object I showed in the last video was the Bubble Bandana scarf. And now it's finished and blocked and looking very nice. It's a bit longer as recommended. I bought the original wool because I really love these colors, and I love the wool. I told it, I think, in the last video. It's the Stephen West wool bicycle. It's a fingering weight yarn, and it's so smooth and so I like it. I love it very much, and I love these colors. These are the original colors Stephen West recommended. Can tell you this. How can I show this? The brightest is sherbet. Then we have Taffy, the pink, and tangerine is the orange, and aquamarine is the light blue, and this is enchanted. That are the colors. And I also will link this in the description box as well. And yes, this is my bubble bandana. Should I do it? Oh. Whoo. Now the time is where I can wear it soon, because summer is over and the weather is going very, very autumnly. Can I say this? It's cold and windy and not more like summer. I have leftovers. Maybe I can use it for my blanket, for my big blanket what I knit with leftovers, or I can make other stuff from it. It's a lot. Okay, that's the bubble bandana. And what else? Oh, another one. And I cast it on something new, because there is a bit time until the Mystery Knit Along starts. It starts on the 3rd of October, and I had bought some wool weeks ago. I have a lot of online shops where I order my wool and what I need for knitting. Sometimes I get a code to save money, and in one shop I saw this really nice wool. It's called Glamcot. This is a mixture of 60% tencel. That is a plant-based wool, but I don't really know what plant. I don't know it at the moment, but it's very, very soft and a bit shiny, and I like it very much. I have used it some years ago for a cardigan, and I saw this in this shop, and I thought, oh, I wanted to knit something with this wool. And it's a mixture of tencel and 40% cotton. And yes, as I got this code, I thought I should order this wool. I ordered also another yarn, the Setasuri. It is an alpaca lace yarn. Is this alpaca? Yes. It is alpaca, 69% and 31% silk, a mixture. And it's a lace yarn. I use this two together because I need a DK weight yarn for a pattern I also wanted to knit, a sweater. I found a pattern for a sweater, and I think it was a free pattern, but I don't remember where I found it. It was not on Ravelry. Okay, I don't remember, but I also used it as a template, if I can say so, because I modified it a lot, because it's a cropped jumper or a cropped sweater, and I don't like cropped sweater, and also there were on the edges garter stitches, and I don't like this. And I switched it over in a normal ribbed edge. So I cast it on the sweater. It's to see here now a little bit. It's a very simple pattern. Another mindless knitting. I love mindless knittings at the moment, but yeah, the wool is extremely soft and nice, and it's very good together. It's, yeah, this is what I made at the edge, ribbed, normally one right, one left ribbed, and so I will do it in the other parts in the sleeves, in the sleeves and at the bottom. In the sleeves and at the bottom. I will do the same ripped edge. And yeah, the nicest thing is it's a raglan top down sweater, and I like, that's why I chose it, this broken raglan. I like this very much. I think I have made such raglan before, but on a cardigan, I think, longer time before. So that's what on my needles at the moment. And okay, there's only one thing now. I can show the yarn for the mystery knit along. It's delivered. I didn't buy the kits that Stephen West made for this mystery knit along. They're also very nice, but I don't find my colors. I think I talked about it in the last video, and I'm on this orange pink colors at the moment. I found it also in the online shop by Stephen and Penelope in Amsterdam, and it's from the brand Life in the Long Grass. And ooh, this looks bright. It is bright, but in reality it's not such bright as it looks in the camera. I like this. Yes, I like this. And the other is this orange. I don't know if they have, oh yes, it's also called Tangerine. The name of the color is Tangerine, and the name of this color is Lush. And this together, I think I would choose this for the main color and this for the contrast color. And he also recommended to choose mohair yarns as a second yarn, because in the pattern he will make some parts where these two yarns are held together. And I also ordered this mohair yarn. It's this, can you see this? Is this glow hair, and it may be, when I hold this together, the orange a little bit lighter. I don't know, we will see. We don't have to use this. We can also make the whole Mr. Knit Along with only two yarns, but I think it's really a nice option to make the color a little bit, to change the colors a little bit with a second color holding together. And for the contrast color, I can use my Setasuri yarn, because I think I have enough of this, and holding this together can also make an interesting new color when it's yeah, maybe a little bit darker. I can make it a little bit darker, I think. And when it don't work as I want, I only use this one. And that it is. So this it is for this video. This is all my knitting at the moment. And yeah, it's the end of this video. And next time I think I will show something about the mystery knit along, and maybe finished sweater. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and bye bye. And to welcome the new decade, I will celebrate this birthday, showing all that it's nice to reach this age. But nothing spectacular, just sitting in a pub with a few nice people, eat, drink, not to get drunken. I stopped drinking alcohol since a very long time. having a good time together, and having live music. My son is a professional musician, and usually he gets paid for these jobs, but for me it's free. If anyone would like to take part, you're heartily invited. Ooh, too much information. Oh, I should cut this out.